I'm gonna put the lightning eater, or we can put the spark ring, which is gonna give us 40% protection from lightning. The filament ring, filament ring gives us 25. The spark ring gives us 20. But the spark ring here is giving us 30. So I want to put the spark ring there because we have a 40% chance. Just on you, per se. And then for it. Right now, I did not mean to attack you, but whatever. Whatever. Fast, more killing, better decisions, better choices. For a lot of things. Fine. Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna spend it now while we're here. I don't care. Because I don't... Okay, so we're almost to 25 HP there. But I want to be able to save it quickly. Yeah, I'm going to cancel the save operations real quick though before I do. I want to go and upgrade. Nope, it's up here. Where are you? Because the default spark ring is 20, but where's the other one? Okay, there's the filament ring. Filament ring... Because the thrust bearing... You know what, we'll just upgrade you. Do with what we have available. And then let me go and equip you. Because the filament ring's gonna give us 45% now. Rather than the typical... rather than the typical 40% the other one would have given us. 5% more is better for this boss. Since we know what we have to do. for this final boss. Um, I'm gonna ask you guys one simple and easily question. Um, what game what games in the Final Fantasy franchise is the worst for you? Um, just entirely its entire game premise, everything you can, and you will never play that Final Fantasy game ever again. Um, so I want to know. I'm going to use this for right now. Because I need the med guard a little bit.
End of the road. Appreciate it.
Because that's kind of like I want to know like have you really sat down and actually picked a detailed thing?
We can win this. All in the red. Cheers. All in the red. All in the red.
I think I could get a level 4 without I only used the Sentinel once. But yeah, we got more 5. We still get that Blaze Ring, but I still wanted to go 5 stars on it. So Okay. Sorry about that. But I know some of you are probably going to be turned off with what I'm about to say, but you know what? I am a political channel as well. I was gonna play Euro Truck today, and then I ended up deciding no, I want to play Final Fantasy XIII. Where basically they have now decided in the United States to get rid of mail-in voting well, it's not really necessarily completely getting rid of it though, but it's more or less that the Supreme Court basically allowed for the Supreme Court to, or for the U.S. Postal Service to follow a plan that's already been given, or whatever, and it's like, you know, I don't care. I care. I should say I cared a lot about it, because we should not be getting rid of mail-in voting. We should not be handing voter data over to the government, the federal government. Everything should be based on everything else should be based on the states having that right. They are centralizing. Hold on.
Your back out climbing, old man.
You really are a charmer, aren't you?
Alright, anyway, but I will say, like, look, like, to be honest, a lot of these things are really effectively, problems within society that, that the government really wants to control your life, and the government wants to take your life and just basically make it however you are dictated by that government. You are dictated based on what you should and should not be doing. And to be honest, as somebody who is left-leaning and not completely to the point, I'm not solely 100% left-leaning. There are a handful of things that I do not stand with on the left, but that's just it's very small and minute that, if something comes up where I'm against gun being banned, well, but the rest of the candidate has a lot of good things, I don't care. I don't care if guns are banned or not. I literally am somebody that's against that. Can go either way, but I would prefer not to let it happen, of course. But if it does, then that's fine. I'm not gonna care. So I am very much a Second Amendment supporter, but if a candidate has a lot of better things that I really like abortion and things like that, where I support, I support the right to choose and the right to bear arms and the right to make your own decisions throughout your own life. Okay, I am right there to protecting trans people 100%, all the way, protecting LGBTQ entirely, including gays, including intersex gays, people who belong in the community that are there. But I'm also including, and that also goes including young kids too. Um, so don't kid yourself that I am going to stand and protect every community, and I'm going to stand to protect not only that community. Wait, no, I'm going the wrong way. I am not going the wrong way. Let me preface that. I'm not going the wrong way. I am just going backwards a second here. For a reason. I want to make sure I don't miss a single chest. Because by missing a single chest, means that I have some issues with it. But I don't, okay, I don't think there's any. Okay, I didn't miss any chests. We're good. So I am very much for being able to have choosing the right way to vote and the best way to vote that fits you. I'm for mail-in voting. I'm for early voting. I am for voting on the day of. I am supportive of all of that. You know, and I'm also going to tell you that yes, you come into the state of Minnesota. Yes, you go and you don't have to really show ID to vote. Whatever, that doesn't bother me as long as I know I'm right. I know that if it's legal and right, you can easily just vote and not. There's an easy thing that you can, but what they should do is just be able to show like ID of. Doesn't matter what kind of ID, just whatever ID is available. I don't care. I am not for ID verification for a lot of things. I am, including that also includes Twitch. That includes unless I'm receiving monetary value of money or receiving things of that nature that they need to have the information so they can pay taxes, so that they can get everything information and so that I can be able to pay those things. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to have ID to be able to go and purchase games, to be able to watch content on the internet that shouldn't be watched on the internet by young kids, because it's all about having the importance of making sure that the data that is being used on a daily basis, that we have all these AIs. Okay, we have a lot of these AIs. Some of them are even breaking containment of what they were not supposed to do, and these AIs having access to your ID identification now that basically can be used by nefarious hackers from or nefarious places like China or North Korea or even Russia or whatever, from whatever country that divines, that hates America, that they can be able to utilize that to change and influence things in America, use that ID to get into America, to do nefarious things with your identity, or even just steal your identity altogether. So it's why I'm very much 100% not for any form of identification. Doesn't matter. I'm even against Utah doing the same thing. To be honest, I grew up in Utah. I grew up there until I was 12 years old, and I'm against it in South Dakota. I'm against it. But I'm also against the 3D printing stuff that's also being forced and changed. On a lot of these places, saying, "Oh, trying to not allow you to 3D print because of guns, or the guys are protecting kids." It's like, no, you're not really gonna protect kids anyways. You're not protecting kids. You're just making things a lot worse for people. having that make it, and making those choices. 3D printed guns don't harm people because they can't even get them to make them anyway. And when they do, most of the cases, everything has been broken or blown up in their faces. When they do. And that. So I'm like, I'm really am against that. I am against people, against APAC. I'm against money coming into these people that shouldn't have the money for these things. You should only be able to receive the money. You are a legislator that we pay you to be a legislator for 2 years or whatever, how long ever you're there, but you shouldn't receive any more money than that at all. Do have a new accessory. Oh, Provocoite, a stone composed of functions as a transformational catalyst. Is there anything that allows for us to have, for those transforming catalysts to be used at all, that make any sense? But I don't know. I am very much 100% for being able to have the
Thanks.
I'm very much for protecting the sanctity of what America should be. America shouldn't be banning books because heaven forbid that a book is, you know, you ban a book and your town is 200 300 people and your book is your library in town is your high school or your elementary school. Those books should not be banned because they're going against it. We shouldn't be banning books because a book has gay characters in it or whatever. Parents need to. The government shouldn't be banning them. We should be making sure that parents do their due diligence and making sure that these kids don't have access to them at the parental level, not the governmental. Not government controlling our kids, not government taking care of them. We have a duty to take care of our kids. That's right. But we have also the duty to make sure that we have the choices and let parents make those choices. You know, we're in the care at schools, but we shouldn't be banning pride flags because we deeming it to say, oh, well, we should ban it because it should be neutral. No. You're not being neutral with it.
Which is your house?
What do you mean, which is ours? All of them. They're all ours.
Yep. Everyone in the village lived together.
One big happy family?
One heck of a lot of places to hang your hat.
We're back.
Oriba.
So, do you want to take a look around?
We'd better. Gotta find something to help us lose these brands.
That's not the only reason we're here. You're finally home. Make the most of it.
Alright, so we gotta make the most of Oriba. Where's the closest save point? The closest save point's back that way. Because it is 5 minutes before I do have to get off. But it's like we shouldn't be banning rainbow flags. We shouldn't be banning things because, you know, a rainbow. Heaven forbid that a rainbow is a symbol because it's the LGBTQ community symbol. Heaven forbid that that we. Okay. I am... Okay, so... Okay, so the Watchman's Amulet, the Provusket, allows us to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is, before I continue on, we're going to save here. Okay. Water Charm does not. Fire Charm probably won't either. Collector's Catalog won't. Tyrannic Crown. Critical Veil. And we do have 2 Aluric. And we do have 2 Watchmen, so I'm gonna try into Auto Veil. So that goes to Shrouded. That'll upgrade to Auto Veil, which to be more precise, the Alaric would have gone to... We already have a auto critical shell. We already have an auto shell. So that would have been not too terrible to get an auto veil. To get the auto veil. But if I were to say cancel and we go back and reload our save, we don't, that's Transform Catalyst. I don't necessarily upgrade a lot of these things, because I don't feel like there's anything for me to upgrade and spend time trying to waste my time on upgrading things. So what I will do is I always sell these things off. Because there's no point in keeping those things around. So I don't think I need to spend spark plug, motors. Okay. Lifesaver's the only other one. The Provocons. The Paladin would be useful for... That is going to give us 1,008. Still not going to give us the upgrade I need. If we do. More I would like to... yeah. Anyway, we'll continue on. With this story tomorrow. I will tell you this. Starting to I'm gonna start. I'm gonna change the title. The But anyway, I'm going to leave it here for today. Um, for and as you can see, when you look at that, like, peak sand thing would probably be a lot better. Like, it's not, like, you don't really see a lot of, like, you can see that it's not that great. But anyway, make sure you guys are followed, make sure you guys are subscribed, make sure you guys hit that bell notification with the all, so you can stay up to date, and we will catch you guys, later.